Hello, Professor. Hello, everyone. In this demonstration, I think I will show you my workflow in my local machine using a Spring Boot demo application that I just created. I'm gonna push it into GitHub. After that, I'm gonna create a Maven jar. And after that I will go and create a Docker image for this application, and finally I will automate it in Jenkins by creating a Jenkins email. So let's start it. This is in this application I used IntelliJ IDE for this demonstration in here. So in here I have just a simple Spring Boot application, a hello world, which I have my name in it, hello Yusuf. It has just two Java files in here, demo application, a simple one, Spring Boot, and hello world. In the meantime, I have a test environment in here, in which I'm gonna run in a little bit. So let's run this, which should all the tests should succeed. There you go. So as you can see in here, all the tests are passed. I'm gonna change my demo application in here to return hello world, and I'm gonna run the test again and see if it's gonna fail or not. So as you can see here, the test is failed, and that proves that my test is integrated. If you can see here my pom.xml, I'm using the GUnit, Jupyter test, unit test in here. So yeah, this is the test first. Let's run the application itself. And see what's gonna happen. So here in my application properties, I specified a specific port, which is 8090, and we can see here that the port, the application runs on Tomcats port 8090, and we can test that by and here we go. We have the hello Yusuf in here, so everything should be good. I'm just gonna stop this one now. I'm gonna go back in here. So I already pushed my application to GitHub right here in this repository. Hello World Spring Boot, which has the same thing. It has the demo application in the hello world, and also it has the test, the demo application in the hello world test as well. So I pushed them already. Right now, let's go and create a Maven jar from this application. Just gonna go here in Maven and do a clean. I'm gonna clean my my application and delete the target file. As you can see, it was succeeded, and the target file, it's gone. So I'm just gonna go and start it again, and it should create the target folder with the files, the jar files. It's finished. As we can see in here, all the target folders are created with the my Maven Docker project jar. So my Maven, it's working as expected without any problems. So now I'm gonna go and create a Docker image and launch the application from the Docker. I can show you here my Docker local application, which it has nothing right now, and I can double check in here. If you can see, we have just a test Docker. We have just a test one. So let's create a Docker image from here by building it. Docker build t. I'm just gonna call it Spring Boot Up. First, before creating it, I just want to show you my Docker file. It's right here. So my Docker file, it's gonna pull it from the Java 17, which I have Java 17 in here. I'm gonna copy all the jar in the target file, and I'm gonna name my jar app. So this is my Docker file application in here. I already added it and created it in here. So let's just build the application and see what's gonna happen. Oh, sorry. I forgot the dot to start building it. Oh, the repository must be lowercase. Spring Boot Up. As you can see in here, the application it's building. We can double check here that we have an application called Spring Boot App, and I can double check in here and go to images, and we can see here that my application was created a second ago. So I'm just gonna launch the application from here. Docker run p 800, and I'm just gonna run it on 1890 because I'm gonna run Jenkins locally in 8080. As we can see in here, the application already started in 1890, and we can double check in here that the application it's in used. So let's just access our application from it's not working. There you go. So I specified the 800 port. So now my application is running on Docker, which is great. Also in here in my Maven, we can see that my Maven docker.jar project in here. So my application is running in Docker, and I think the only thing that left for me in here is to use Jenkins in this application in Jenkins, which I'm gonna go to services and launch my Jenkins. My Jenkins app. Go to G right here. I'm just gonna restart it. I have Jenkins running in port 8080. Jenkins takes a little bit of time to run in my desktop, so I'm not sure why. Probably because I have just 8 gig on my RAM. I've been lazy not upgrading it. So this is my main homepage for Jenkins. I don't have a user, to be honest with you, because I forgot my admin password, and just I didn't have time to look how to reset it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna create a new item, and I'm gonna give it a name, which is Docker, Maven, and Jenkins example. It's a Maven project. I'm gonna go with Maven. Okay. I'm interested in Git. I'm gonna go to my application and copy the path to my application. I'm gonna change master, because if you can see in here I have the main, I have just one main repository. So I'm just gonna change master to main. I think that pretty much everything. I'm just gonna save everything by default. I'm gonna apply and save, and after that I'm gonna build my Maven project in Git. So let's go to console output, and here we can see the magic happening, and Maven and Jenkins is building this application from GitHub. So as we can see in here, the build was successful in Jenkins, and I think, let me see, I think here where the Jenkins created the my Maven Docker .jar. If I want to use this jar, let's just go and check this path in here. So if we can see in here, my Maven Docker project was created today at 10:56 p.m. And I can use this jar to deploy it on Tomcat if I want to run it, or I can just run it from the command line, and that should work. So this is all my workflow. If we can go back to dashboard, I can see that my Docker Maven Jenkins example was created in 2 minutes 4 seconds ago, and without any problem. I think that pretty much should cover everything for this assignment. Thank you, Professor.